Oh, hello again. Yes, another kit. I pre-ordered this a couple of months ago from PM Models. Get a bit of a discount for pre-ordering. It's the ICM, was a DB-26, I think that was the Invader, wasn't it? B/C, you can build two different versions with the Q-2 drones. ICM actually released a separate kits of the drones, and I thought they looked a fun build. So then I heard that they were bringing them out as they were carried for real, as you can see, by B-25-6 even. Did I say B-25 earlier? So I meant B-26. And I thought that's just going to be a fabulous kit. So anyway, it turned up last week. I must admit, I've had it for best part of a week now. That's a lie, actually. It turned up last Friday. It's Tuesday today. I have taken it out of the inner box because, as you can see, getting them out, you rip the box out. It was so tight it took me a couple of minutes to get it out of the sleeve. So I've got the kit base, or the kit down here. Let's start off as per usual with the instructions. Interesting now because ICM have brought out their own range of paints, and they're obviously quoted, and then there's Revel and Tamiya paints as well, call outs. Looks to be a really good kit. ICM are quite good, I believe. So obviously you start off, you got your, let's get that in shot, sprue call outs, all the bits that aren't used, like bombs. So obviously this is basic Invader kit, one of the various ones they do. Carrying on, quite a few unused parts, including clear parts. These are the bits for the two drones. You don't get the trolleys like you get in the kit, but not to worry. As usual, you start off with what looks like center console and parts of that, instrument panel. Usual, start with the cockpit. Looks like it's got a bit of a spar or a couple of spars that run through to help support the wings. Usual sort of way of building a model, really. So obviously putting some bits in, glass work. I was going to say it was glass, but I don't think it is. Bringing it all together over here. Tailplanes going together. They've got separate elevators, but I don't think they're posable. Separate rudder. Might be able to offset that. Maybe offset it, I don't know. Haven't really looked at the kit. Then what we're doing. Now this is for the one with the glass nose, because you've got a version with the glass nose, and well, obviously at one point had the cannon in the nose, machine guns. Tells you to put 40 grams of weight in the nose, get it to balance. I'll show you something interesting in a little bit later. Opening some holes up, obviously for the drones, some sort of radiator, oil coolers in the wings, bring the two halves together. Flaps look like they can be posed in a down position. So that's quite nice. Another clear part going in the wings, bringing the wings onto the main fuselage and building up the nacelles. And then if you're doing the glass nose one, because you can't put the weight in there, look, 100 grams of weight. I don't know if they mean that's per engine nacelle or in total, I don't know, but it's telling you to put it in the nacelle. That's quite a bit of weight, really, especially as you've got plastic undercarriage. Quite nicely detailed by the looks of things. Moving on, putting the canopy where there used to be a machine gun blister there. So another part underneath, making up the wheels, undercarriage legs, engines, various other little bits and pieces that went on the front of. Can't be valves, can I? I was going to say they were valves, but that'll be there. The gear, was it a gearbox? So I really don't know whether they were direct drive or geared. I would imagine they were geared. Exhausts, installing the engines, installing the engine cowlings, the flat engine cowling flaps. What was the bomb bay? And then we get on to building the two different sorts of drones. First one's a Q-2A Firebee. Quite a nice little kit by itself. Makes up into that. And then you got the Q-2C, which had a longer nose on it, and I think is a bit bigger in general. I believe these things were target drones, and when they were either damaged or finished with, they were parachuted back to the ground. And then you attach them to the wings. Obviously, final job's the propeller, and that's just like a general view of the plane when it's finished. You've got stencils for cutting out all the masks, but hopefully somebody will come along with a proper die cut one. And there's two marking options. This is the one with the clear nose. It's just one I thought, yeah, I'm going to do that with all the red orange on it. I thought it looked quite snazzy, and the black engine nacelles and whatnot. I thought it looked quite good. Just says it was a DB-26B drone carrier based at Holman Air Force Base in the late 1950s. But the more I look at the leather scheme with the yellow engine cowlings, I think they look quite smart as well. And that was at the base at Tyndall in the 1950s. So yeah, quite nice. Aluminium finish all over. That might be a first for me. Anyway, so that's the instructions dealt with. The parts all came in one bag. Let me get them out of the bag, and we'll start going through them. So you've got two bags of clear parts. That one's solid, that one's hollow. I don't know if it's so you can. Sorry, that's a message being received by my phone. But it was a hatch that opened, I would imagine. And then that's the clear bits for the clear nose version, which is obviously a bomber version. Pop those there. This is the Q-2A 5E drone. So by my hand you can see it's not a small thing really. I mean, this is 1/48 scale, I should have added. So as I say, that's the one of them. There's panel line but no rivet detail on it, so let me put a bit of additional lighting on. Maybe it'll help show things up a little bit. It's a nice sunny day here after a wet night. So you got the turbine, obviously the sway braces, wings, other little bits for it. Nicely moulded. That one down there. This one's so it was a C version. You can see that's a little bit bigger. If I get the other one, you can see it was a longer thing all told. So that's the other one of the drones. Makes up. That's one of those be a lovely little kit by itself, as they already do it. Well, I'm just picking the sprues up as they come. So this looks like the cannon nose, drop tanks, wheel centres, various bits of the interior, the flaps, the ailerons, undercarriage legs. Yeah, it's nicely detailed, but as I say, no rivet detail. But looks very nice. Nice detail on the undercarriage doors. We have a rogue engine cowl that's loose, come off of the sprue there. And then we have the fuselage, so hopefully again if I put my hand you can see how long that is. As I say, if you're into and got the skill, put the rivets on, this would be an absolutely fantastic kit. Cleanly moulded, haven't seen any flash on it. Ejector pin marks are in the where the wing goes, so they're out of the way. And interior ribbons, not ribs, what are they called? Yeah, you know what I mean. As I say, there's a few ejector pin marks, but I don't think you'll see many of them, to be honest. So that's good. Yeah. Having said that was the nose with the gun, that must be for another version, because that's the gun nose. Look, with some an ADF, is it? Aerial. As I say, they do all different versions of this, so I expect I could build any version basically. We got two of these for the wheels. Got a nice diamond tread pattern on there. So hopefully this is coming out. The other one of those. And obviously, as I say, these are rockets. So obviously some of them, this was, I don't know, the Counter Invader, didn't it? Did that have rockets? Can't remember, but handy for the spares box. And we got more bits of interior. So you got another bits for the leading edge, which were on that other small sprue I showed you, the Canon nose. See, they're on there as well, and the ADF. Don't know quite why there's two of those. Yeah, as I say, there's quite a bit of it not used. And you got two of these. These are the engine sprues, because there's two banks of the cylinders. Some bombs, propellers, exhaust stubs. They're nicely moulded, quite good they are, so hopefully you can see some of this detail. So there's two of those, so I won't show you the other one for obvious reasons. Then you got the wings, tailplanes, top of the fuselage, bulkheads, the spar things, sort of you can see the hydraulic actuators for the Bombay doors, which presumably are those. Yeah, so it's quite a sizable plane when it's made up, bit of a, not flash, just like plastic there, look. As I say, nicely moulded, so you can see by all the holes in here, got to be careful which ones you drill out for the drones, because obviously these were rockets and bombs and whatever they carried under the wings, drop tanks. So although this sprue looks identical, it's not at first glance, because I thought they were identical, and it's got the engine nacelles in there, and oh, they look like open Bombay doors, so if you really wanted you could do them open as well. As I said, there's no rivet detail, but plenty of panel lines to bring it all out. So looking forward to building this one. And the last things are the decals. Look well printed, doesn't say who they're by, but they look pretty thin, so they're quite nice. And then these ones are for the drones, I believe, both these. Although it doesn't show it on these, look, you've got shark teeth, which you do on the kit, so even if it's not prototypical, I'm putting the shark mouth on the A version, because I think it looks quite cool. Any instant coolness for a plane is a shark mouth, and then I think these are the other ones, and in fact that's got a shark mouth on it as well. I must admit, I haven't looked. We'll go back and have a quick look. But yes, so that's for a navy one. Look, it's got navy on it. Ah, there you go. So where were those instructions again? Let's just have a quick look at those drones. That says it's Air Force, and so does that. So it doesn't really show you the decal placement too good on those, but there's various people who've built them online and they've come out really well. So it looks like they just throw in everything, because those checkers are not mentioned at all, and it's not mentioned during the build. Anyway guys, I hope that's of a little bit of interest to you, as should be a good kit. Might make it my next one. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed this short video, and as I say, keep modelling, stay safe, keep well, yeah, be happy. Cheers.